Hey everyone, my name is Tony and welcome back to part 2 of the portal steel frame with DECAsteel. So in part 2, we're going to take things a little bit further, but we're going to set up the base plate, Eave Struts, build out the mezzanine level, and add structural bracing. Let's dive in. Okay, so this is where we're going to start from as we left in the last video. First thing we're going to do is lock our grid line in place. Go to entity and make sure that it is locked. So let's start by adding a base plate to our column. This is going to help with vertical load distribution over the area. So you want to open the builder dialog. Here you will find all the main structural elements. So you go over to base plate, and if there's none, just create one. We're going to call this base plate 1. We'll update these settings in a second. But first, let's update our base plate in our column settings so we can actually see it when we make the updates. So let's go to column, and under the base plate options, select base plate 1. Update, and we should be able to see it like that. Now let's make some changes to our plate. If I try to change the spacing first, let's say 14 inches, I'll get a warning like this, which means we just need to make space for the holes in the actual plate. So we're going to start with some other values first. First, we'll change hole X and Y spacing to 4 inches, and we'll increase the spacing in a second. And now the length can be 14 inches without getting that warning. The width to 26. So now we can increase the spacing to 5 inches on X and 11 inches on Y. We can see the changes on the preview. And that's the updated plate on our column. So now that we got our base, we can mirror our frame. And we're going to use the flip tool. You want to hit Control to make a copy, click and drag on the red plane, and reference the midpoint. And we can make a copy like that. As you can see, it fits right into place. And now that we have our entire frame, we can select them both, move tool with Control to make a copy, move it to the next grid line, and now we can times that by 5 to make additional copies. And we'll end up with something like this. Next, we're going to set up the Eave Struts. This is going to add some structural stability to our frame. Let's go to beams. Let's select W10 by 30. And we're going to make sure toggle path line snapping is activated for accurate placement. So now we're going to create our beam. We'll hover over the top of our column. You'll notice a point. Then we can click to start our placement. And from here, we can also move to the next column. And we'll snap on this top as well. And now we can easily copy this with Move and Control key and make additional copies. So we'll end up with something like this. Looks like our structure is really starting to come together. But we're not quite finished yet. Let's set up the mezzanine. And this is going to happen inside of our building. So first, we're going to set up a section just so we can get rid of all the structural elements at the top. Set it somewhere right there, and then we can hide it. First, I'm going to update my grids to 1 and 3. So now let's add grid 2 because an adjacent grid line. So let's activate the grid line and hold Control to create a new copy. We're going to set this up at 16 feet. So now we have 1, 2, and 3. Now everything looks good. And we can start to add our new columns on the interior. So let's go to our column. We will pick W831 and we'll change elevation to 12 feet. Leave the rest of the settings as is. Now we're going to place 3 columns. So 1 here, 2, and 3. Now, if you look closely, this is the same base plate as our outer columns. So we're going to have to create a new one. So So this is going to be BP2. Let's quickly make some changes here. Let's change the whole X and Y to 2 inches and length and width to 1 feet. We're going to select these 3 columns and we're going to make that update. So we'll end up with something like that. So that is the vertical structure. Now we need to set up a new floor level for the mezzanine. So let's open Manage Floors. And we're going to create a new floor level. Call this Mezzanine. And let's set the elevation to 12 feet. And let's set so this is the active floor. So now all of our new structure are going to be set to that new floor. So let's set up our beams, and it's going to be W10 by 26. Make sure path line snapping is enabled. And now to set our beam, anywhere we snap on the columns, it's going to be set to that 12 feet height. So now I can hold Control and snap to the other column. Now let's repeat for the other 2. Now for the second beam is going to be W8 by 18. Once again, it's on the active floor. So we'll repeat these going this way on the green axis. Remember, all of this is still happening on the active level, on the mezzanine level. And now we're going to set these same beams for the mezzanine floor. And this is going to happen between grid 1 and 2, but obviously we don't want to intercept right on vertical columns. So I'm going to draw a reference line, and I'm going to set this 18 inches from grid line 1. And then I'm going to copy both of my beams on the center of that grid line to my reference line and divide it by 4. So now we have 4 equal beams on our mezzanine floor. And that's starting to look pretty good. We have our exterior frame, and then we have our mezzanine frame. And now the last step is to add lateral stability to our structure. And we're going to do that by adding bracing. And in order for the bracing to work, we need to select 2 columns and a beam. So I'm going to make my selection at each corner of our frame. We're going to do one portion for the mezzanine. So that is my selection. For the profile, we're going to pick a null 3 by 3 1/4, and the placement is going to be bottom left. And once that is set, we can feel the vertical bracing. We're going to switch to a side view, parallel projection, and we'll change the style to X-ray, just to see if everything looks good at the points of intersection. And if everything looks good, you can confirm feel bracing. We've added our base plate, Eave Struts. We created a new mezzanine level with framing and structural bracing. So make sure you check out the part 1 with this very detailed structural framing. And we'll continue with this same level of connection detail for part 3. And we're going to stop here for part 2. So now that we've set the base plate for the columns, set up the Eave strut, and created a mezzanine structure, the model is starting to feel a little more complete. And in part 3, we might start detailing the frame and start on structural connection. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.